Hi, everybody. I was just finishing a keto trail mix featuring turmeric. It was good. Just got done for, I don't know, it wasn't that long of a walk. Normally, I like to take Maggie out for about a 1 hour walk, but needed to get back here, so I took her out for about a 40-minute walk. How y'all doing? Welcome to Saturday. Rita! So I have a couple of crosses that I've been making with the Guppies that just have never come out right. So after today's live stream, I am going to be taking a bunch of them to one of my local fish stores. And I'm very fortunate. I have two LFSs that are run by great people that are terrific. One of them, what's up, Mark? Thank you very much. It's Sunday in beautiful Aussie land. What time is it in Australia? Is it like 2 in the afternoon on Sunday? What time is it? Probably isn't that. It's probably about 2 a.m. Just off spitballing. I'm on a staycation, so I'm getting stuff done around the house this week. Plus, if that wasn't enough excitement to share with you, 2:59 a.m. Excellent. I'm gonna do stuff with the fish, clean the house. I sort of needed to do this in a big way. I had a bad first day of vacation. I actually went to the office this morning. I had a couple of things happen on a holiday shortened week that kept me from doing stuff and getting stuff in place. One of them was one of my company's one of my company's clients that I do stuff for. I do production stuff for. We didn't get their request of what they wanted me to do until Thursday morning. And then another one told me on Thursday afternoon what I was supposed to do, even though I put it in my thing with the sales lady a couple of weeks ago. You know how that goes. So I had to finish some work for them. So I got that done this morning. Now it's just a little shopping and a little bit like this. So yeah, life's good. So this couple of crosses I've made, I am just going to take them to my LFS and gift them. Local businesses, small businesses have a hard time making it. It's usually by a fit about, and one of these things is a husband-wife operation with their kids. Relatively new. Anytime I can help these people out, because I'm not buying fish from them, obviously, and I'm not buying equipment from them. So it's if I can support them this way, I do. So there you go. You guys have a nice holiday, except for you, Mark. When is Australian Independence Day? Or maybe you guys don't even have an Independence Day. Are you still part of the British colonial period? So having my life, so we went in Independence Day. I went over to the neighbor's house and had a nice time. We had someone in the neighborhood who I knew a little bit unexpectedly pass on Monday. I had to go to his funeral yesterday. I didn't go to the funeral. I just did the visitation. The man who was briefly engaged to Cardi B but dumped her, Peter Thiel. You're still part of the Commonwealth under King Chuck. Okay, excellent. All right. The Canadians, I think, still are as well, even though Quebec, run by the frogs, the French. And I can say frog. I am 27% French. So there you go. In Melvin, your prediction has come true. The Pirates went from being on top to falling fast. If the Cardinals weren't playing as bad as they are, the Pirates would, I think, be pretty doggone close to last place. Pretty doggone close to last place. Let me take a look at the baseball standings here. It's my Twins, seemingly, seem to be holding on here, even though I don't think they're a very good team. I don't think they may get to postseason, but they're not going to go anywhere. Yeah, it's so that's good. How are the Phillies playing? Yeah, not terrible. Could make postseason. Yeah, Pirates may have a curse on them. Biggies, what's up, Mark? I'll tell you what. It's the beauty about sports. And Reed, I'm sorry for boring you on this, but I'm just going to tell you the beauty of sports is the camaraderie with your crew. And I used to really feel it, and I'm shocked what I'm about to say on one thing. Used to feel for the Cubs and Red Sox fans. The Cubs kept losing while the Red Sox won, and Boston became really cocky. I was really happy when they broke the curse of the Bambino and all that sort of stuff. Real happy with it, but they became such jackalopes that not so happy. And I told my friend who was a long-suffering Cubs fan, I said, my fear for the Cubs is that the Cubs fan will become like the Red Sox fan. Good news, they have not. They've held it together. And mainly because now the team sucks again. So there you go. But the camaraderie of supporting a team, it's great to win. It's great to go in, but being there when you're terrible. I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. They get to the playoffs more than they don't. Since the 1970s, they've not been a great team. Schwarber is your favorite Cub. Oh, wait, he's on the Phillies. And so, I look at sports a little bit differently. I look at these things as a metaphor for our lives. The idea of going out and doing the best you can and go from there. I'm sort of talking again to the gal I've been seeing on and off. And so I don't know what's going on there. I have no idea. But we'll find out. So I got to go run an errand after this. Gonna drop up some fish to these real nice people. And a Cleveland Brown fan, yeah, you know pain, Biggies, you know pain. And And my sister-in-law is a Raiders fan. And, that is a team that has been, historically, for years and years and years was great from the 60s through the 80s. And now they're just terrible. By the way, I'm so glad I didn't outside tub. Do tubs this year. All right, we got down a couple of nights in a row to like 60. And then it's going to be 100 here in a couple of days. And I have some tub stuff, but if I'm dealing with that type of temperature stuff outside, I almost need like double the capacity. I mean, like 100-gallon deal. And I think mine's like 50 or something like that. And that's just going to go up and down. The Bob nutting curse. We here are in the middle of a drought, which is also another reason why I'm happy I didn't do the outdoor tubbing. And supposedly we're going to get some rain. We got just, almost, just like a drizzle for 5 minutes this morning. And I'm looking at the radar here. Took Maggie for a big walk. I may take her for a second big walk today. If if we don't get any rain, it looks like it's going to be south of me. So that's good and bad all the same thing. And it's not too warm here. It's 85. So yeah, now they basically said I'm not expecting rain the rest of the day. It's getting down to like 65, 66 degrees tonight. Great. And tomorrow down to 63. So that's why I have an outdoor tub. Yeah, no, I know, Doug, and that's one of the things, Coral Works. How are you, everybody? No, Maggie does not have an umbrella harness. And the deal is with Maggie, she loves, by the way, fireworks season, favorite season in the world for Maggie. Loves them. I'm well, thank you, Coral Works. It does sound cool. Maggie, I think, would destroy it, just being honest. So the fireworks go off, and Maggie wants to see it. So the day after the 4th, on Wednesday, I'm taking her for a long walk in the neighborhood. And a couple of kids, I'm guessing around 12, 13 years old, are setting off some bottle rockets, which are illegal where I live, but you know how it goes. Who cares? And Maggie just sat there and watched them, set them off. No nervousness at all. None. She was like, wow, this is great. You know what? I think I may put up the video on my on the Mobb Guppy channel. Yeah, she loves them. Well, remember, she's a bird dog. She comes from a generations of field champion style dogs. So she just that's just sort of in her, her DNA. And so that's nice. All right. And I'm going to put this up. I'm going to put this up right now. That's not what I was trying to do. Upload a video. So there you go. All right. See, I do this, I run this, and I put up things of all right. Yeah, so it's good. All right, it's uploading. It's a short. So there you go. Yeah, I'll tell you. It is when everything is said and done. You go through this time of year. I know people who own dogs and they hate this time of year. I did find a sound that drives her nuts. There was a professional lawn crew at one of the neighbors the other day, and the weed whacker, and it had kind of like a high word to it. She thought it was, I think she thought it was flies. She was looking for bugs. Yeah. Yeah, the dog was probably, Koro, trying to help people. Yeah. Yeah, Maggie just wanted to watch. It was, yeah, pretty amazing. My aunt loved the White Sox. Or your aunt loved the White Sox, Chicago White Sox? Yeah. I've got to get my yeah, so I'm gonna go and drop off some guppies today. And so I can clean out these tanks and set them up with more California Reds, which I'm on the edge of beginning to sell again. And really enjoying them. I've been selling a lot of sword kill guppies. Last 2 weeks, obviously, because of the holiday stuff, really going through. But I'm guessing I'll be selling more as I'm guessing I'll be selling more as the time goes on here. Now that we're once, yeah, it's really into August where you begin to sell more fish. At least for me, I don't sell the amount obviously that Doug does, and but I think this is probably kind of a bad time, a bad time to go out and and do that. So it's because people are traveling and all sorts of stuff. Yep, south side. Yeah, and I'll tell you, Doug, You have a Gmail account, right? It also depends on who your service provider is. Some service providers, for whatever reason, they go out and you know, they do their own eliminating of certain emails that come in. Oh, Yahoo, use mostly the Yahoo email. Yeah, I used to be big into Yahoo when I moved off of it. I don't know, probably about a decade ago, and just haven't been pushed forward on it. It, part of me thinks that's just smarter to spend. There's several services you can spend like $12 a year. You do all your business through AOL and AIM. There you go. I have an Yahoo account. I just don't use it. I just don't use it. And I haven't, I log in enough, it's open, but, for actual emails, I mainly am getting spam on it. And, that's sort of the deal. I remember back in the day, and for you kids, you young people, you have to pay AOL and some of these places money to have an email address. And to get on the web with a dial-in for like $9.99 a month. And those dial-up modems, holy capoly, they were slow, slow, slow. Absolutely, just painfully slow. I was thinking of going up to Kansas City this weekend. Yep, you have mail. I was thinking of going to Kansas City this weekend, then I found out Taylor Swift is there in concert. I was going to go out and just sort of bum around, but apparently so many people are going in to see her that, yeah, I'm going to avoid it. Next week, I have to get back on my schedule. I go to work early. So on normal weekdays, I get up at 3 a.m. So I have the alarm off. I'm sleeping as long as I can. Today I slept all the way till 5. AOL was a racket from the beginning, exactly. But they outsurvived CompuServe and Prodigy. And so I went in, and so Friday, though, the alarm goes back on because I need a few days to get back into schedule. So my alarm will be going off on Friday, probably at 5 a.m. Saturday and Sunday, I'll probably get up at 4. And to get back into a thing. Lumpy Dog. Okay, Lumpy Dog, by the way, I didn't realize this. I saw a meme on it that since John F. Kennedy was president, uh, the Detroit Lions have only won one playoff game, which is a heck of a run there. That's a 60-plus year run, or a 60-year run. So let's all hope this is the year. Are the Detroit fans excited for the Lions this year? Do they think they can pull it off? At least get to playoffs? Because I think that every team in that division is mediocre. The Vikings just got rid of a lot of their defense, big salaries. It's got rid of their big running back. Uh, new quarterback for Green Bay. The Bears being the Bears. So who knows? Yeah, I think he's a leader of men. And by the way, I think, and by the way, when it comes into coaches and stuff like that, there are certain guys who are leader of men. And every year, the local knuckleheads think the Lions are going to the Super Bowl. Are they on drugs, Lumpy Dog? And by the way, the Lions could win that division. I'm not saying they can't. I think that there's a lot of questions about every team in that division. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Well, when it's, by the way, tailgating is really good. And I like tailgating too. Get out there, have some brewskis, eat some great food. Oh, there's a football game involved. The Chiefs fans, I live in Chiefs country. The Chiefs fans have now become obnoxious. And I feel bad about it because I thought they were great winning that first Super Bowl. In eons, I thought the fans were strong. They weren't obnoxious. And I've lived in different places around the country. And sometimes you're around these people that's so obnoxious. And now the Chiefs fans have become obnoxious. Really have. I lived in Northern California when the Niners were really good for a couple of years. And that fan base is pretty freaking obnoxious. So there you go. What do you think of my, I've decided I'm going for the Ernest Hemingway look. I am, it's just with Guppy stuff. I'm hoping this week I can get a lot of stuff done and start working on the new fish room. I have so much stuff to get done. I'm doing a second staycation in end of August because I still have a lot to burn off, and I'll even let you know. I believe I still have after this. I think I have another week and a half of vacation left, so I've got to figure out when I'm going to take it and get that done. So yeah, I want to do that. I want to expand I want to expand with shrimp. I really love shrimp. I want to do some of the African cichlids, some of the Julies, Marielli. I would like to do those. And that's on my list to do. And my life has just been so busy. I know a lot of us have that because my day, starts at 3 and I usually get done. I get home from work, but I have work to do and I do work from home. And I usually am done with work at about 3. So it's like 12 hours a day. A dog, you're a single man like me, you gotta cook for yourself. You gotta do guy stuff, stuff around the house. So there you go. And so I'm taking a look right now, see how much I may take my second vacation. I have to rotate on people on my shift. And one of them, I don't have his dates yet of when he's going on vacation. So let me go to the office guide. Oh, let's see here. How much time do I have left? Yeah, so I still have 6 days left. So I have to go and I'll probably have to use uh them in August, and then I'll get that fish room. I'll get that fish room done and get that in place. Yeah, I want to do more shrimp. I have aquariums for shrimp. I have stuff like that. So that's good. I've been working on my other freelance work, which is strong. Uh and trying to get that rolling. And you can hire me in the description, and that would be very helpful, especially with 5-star reviews. Just cost you $8, and how much joy do I give you? And I don't even qualify for people get to give me a super chat fee. So there you go. What's going on? Hey, Doug, is there a new strain of guppies that you've been seeing in Asia that you think is pretty cool? I'm not seeing anything lately. And I know that a lot of these strains get developed in Asia. Anybody else? You like the green dragons? Yeah, I haven't seen those. I'll have to take a look at those. It's I like green guppies. I really do, and I like purples. But I know that for most people, when it's all said and done, they're all about uh some of these Asian strains. And that's sort of the deal. And so yeah, I like green a whole lot. Okay, green dragons. Let me take a look at these. Yep, that's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Pretty nice looking. Pretty nice looking all the way around. Green, and the problem with greens. Excellent. Excellent. You haven't seen them in person yet? I have not seen. Yeah, there's stuff I haven't seen in person yet. Again, I've just been working, working, working. I have 2 times of the year at the office where it gets really nuts. It is what it just wrapped up the spring period, starting at April, May, and June are just nuts. And that's the fall period. It's mainly September, October into November. And once you get to Thanksgiving, it gets to be pretty chill. My problem is that at my office, we have to really schedule around vacations because we can't have everybody out at the same time. So I have to sort of like negotiate seemingly every year It's, you're right before Christmas, and all of a sudden there's two people saying, "Yeah, I still have a week to burn." Yeah, that's not good. Not so good at all. My siblings, I have a birthday coming up in October, and my brother lives in LA, is going to be in Chicago, and they want me to come up early for my birthday. And it's one of the big ones. So, and I'm trying to figure out if I can go, which is kind of a, because I may not be able to because of work. And I know my siblings won't understand that. It's they won't get it at all. And it would be nice to go through there and spend time with my siblings. And I very rarely are in the same place. Very rarely. It's we see each other, but not at the same time because we all live in different places. So it's I there was a period there for like 15 years where my siblings and I were not in the same place at the same time. And that's part of the deal. You go through that, that's a heck of a, it's real run through. And I know a lot of people, they have their family members, they live relatively close to nearly everybody. It's just not for us. We live everywhere. So Chicago isn't bad. It's about a 9-hour drive. I usually see my sister once a year. My brother, saw my brother last time 2 years ago. So there you go. Yeah, the dragons, I have not done those. I know they're sort of a hot commodity right now. Um, Dan's Fish is selling them, but they're not, I don't believe, bred by Dan of Dan's Fish. So I generally would go from there. The only reseller I would get fish from, I would be probably John Oliver because he gets them straight from Asia. And go from that. Fish Fam Link, how are you? I'm in on it's he gets his from Thailand and Vietnam and Indonesia, and he gets shipments in, I think, almost every week. You have the red dragons, you're working on the blue dragons. Yeah, and I know they're very easy to sell. Yeah. John's good people. Vinoski, Fish Koto, how are you? Let's see, what other little notes do I have for you guys? I've been um just going through feeding, doing stuff with the fish. I'm gonna do giant fish water changes during this week as well. I think my first round will be tomorrow. And I'm gonna do I normally do not do 50% water changes. But I think I will on most of my tanks in the next few days. So there you go. Life's good. My grass could use the water. And I'm looking, we're in the midst right now of this drought, and we were supposed to get rain all afternoon. And they have now changed the deal. I'm not gonna see. I think I'm done. So yeah, it's a drought. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah, I love. By the way, the shrimp. I have some of the fire red. Um, I love the blue and black shrimp. Um, I'm agnostic on the yellow or gold shrimp. I know a lot of people love them, just me, and it's I like the more vibrant. Not that yellow isn't a vibrant, but the way that looks in a tank, maybe it has to be the right substrate. I don't know, but I really like the blues and the blacks, and I think it's there's a wide variety of shrimp that are available that are really awesome indeed. It's and they're fun to have, and that's what I like about them the most. It's it's been a while since I've done any of the Central or South American. I've been looking for Jack Dempsey's, and I cannot, uh, you know, and I guess I'm probably just gonna have to ship them in. I just don't think of that as normally like a ship in type of fish. I've gone to a couple of table sales and have not seen them. And so I'm like looking at I did the electric blues, which I thought were fun. And then it was before I moved up here, so like 5 years ago. And just garden variety Jack Dempsey's also want. And it's let me make sure I'm saying this strain right. Um, I think they're absolutely uh, these Julies. I really love. Um, are they Tanganyika? Hold on. And yeah, they're from Tanganyika, and they are gorgeous. The Julie Maliari, and they don't have any available right now on Aquabid, but they're a fun fish to have. They're a lot of fun. I enjoy them a lot. I enjoy them a whole bunch. I'm not necessarily, some people really love the African cichlids, and I love them. I've done some work with them over the years, but it's been a while. Last time I had uh, a tank or two of African cichlids. It's going on 2005. Yes, almost 20 years. Where I had African cichlids straight uh, for almost continuously. There's a period I didn't for about a decade. Cichlids? Oh, cichlids. Yes. She says cichlids. Yeah, it's not good. It's like when you go in and the people at the fish store say beta fish. They're not betas. They're betas. It's two T's. Where does that get there? Have you tried to correct the woman, Cora Works? If you tried to say, hey, can I tell you something? Won't hurt your feelings. And then you tell her that they're not cichlids. They're actually called cichlids. And just go from there. You should probably help her. Yeah, the Blue Dream shrimp looked really cool. The really strong, nice looking fish. Excellent, biggies. Yeah, it's yeah, I called them chicklets when I was 5. And someone at the fish store who knew what they were talking about corrected me. No, they're not chicklets, they're cichlids. Because I had one of those fish books that that back in the day, all of us had. If you're of a certain age, Doug, you probably had that book. I did too. And yeah, I'm. Thank you very much, Lumpy. I'm good with the rice fish thing at this point, but I appreciate the offer. It's yeah, I need something a little bit. I need something bigger, and I don't want to do an Oscar fish. I've done Oscars before, by the way. I like them. They're nice. And by the way, I just got a thing notification. Somebody's somebody lost their dog, which is never good. Yeah, red-shouldered Severums, those are nice. I like those. I like not a ton. Occasionally there's missing cats that show up, and especially for cats, I'm really worried because we have something called wow, turquoise rainbows. Good for you. I've never gone rainbow. There's people that obviously who love them that they live and breathe rainbow. I have not been one of them, and it's not because I don't like them. It's just I've never, it's like with fish, you have to be like bit by the bug for a particular type of fish. Yeah, and that is part of the love of our hobby is all of a sudden you go, wow, that's a great looking fish, and you go out and you do it. It's Yeah, it's the one you know, and the problem is with a lot of the Africans, like the zebras and certain types of mouth breeders, is finding pure ones. A lot of times they're interbred and they're hybrid. They're not pure, how they'd be in the wild. And part of me likes the idea of, if I'm buying a certain type of African mouth breeder, I want them pure. I want them pure all the way around. Just the way it works. It's and of course, as I've made mention often, I do not want to go beta. If I go beta, I will have all I'll be doing is changing out jars. And it's and the beta that I really like are crown tails. I really love crown tails. I think they're absolutely gorgeous to look at. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Lumpy. That's very cool. Yeah, the beta thing, holy capoli. These folks who are really into them, they are absolutely. It's just now. I have not. And the other thing is that some of the Hillstream plecos is something I want. Thanks, Fish Fam Link. I always appreciate the thumbs up. You guys are great. You guys are absolutely fantastic. You're good all the way around. The other thing that it's doing. I've got to get back to doing live worm cultures again. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm intrigued as well, Rita. I think they're gorgeous looking. Having the right tank set up for them. I every time I see footage of Hillstream loaches, I'm going, wow. Really, really like them. I was doing a nano tank for a while, and getting good nano fish was a real problem for me. Sandworms, like in Dune. Um, it and it's just you have to figure out where to get those. And the one I really love, and good luck ever finding them because they do not they'll breed in captivity, but they lose the gold thing. It's a gold tetra or dawn tetra, sometimes called the brass tetra. They're an absolutely gorgeous nano fish. and in a schooling type thing. And they are absolutely gorgeous to look at. And good luck finding them. It is a very difficult fish to find, and a lot of times you want to go around getting them straight from a place, a fish farm. You want to get them from a straight importer, and that's sort of highly problematic, and again is just if you find someone who's bringing them straight in from South America, then you may be in pretty good shape with them. Maybe in really good shape with them. And I'm looking now to see if they have any up on. Okay, Dan's Fish has some. Yeah, they're good looking fish. Good looking. All right, gang, I got to go run my stuff. Thank you for being with me today. Go on to the next live stream. Enjoy that. Thank you so much. And I'm on vacation this week, so I may be popping in a lot. So I may be popping in any moment, a time. So thank you guys. Have a great time. Have a great day.